The winds of our islands have provided power for centuries. Our trade winds keep us cool. Can they also give us light? Overlooking the village of Ma'alaya is the Kahiava Wind Farm, producing energy for about 9% of Maui. These 180-foot wind turbines use Mother Nature to create clean, renewable energy.
Yeah, the project is a 30-megawatt project, and each machine, there's 20 machines, each machine is 1.5 megawatts. What that means is that when the wind is blowing at full speed for the turbines, which is about 24 miles an hour, they'll generate 30 megawatts, and that's the equivalent of about 10,000 homes here on Maui. Will eliminate the burning of 600 to 700 barrels of fuel a day on an annualized basis. And that equates to about 177 million pounds of carbon dioxide on an annualized basis that doesn't go up into our atmosphere.
The technology of generating power from wind has advanced beyond the simple windmill.
This project was a large investment. It was a $75 million project. It was all privately financed. Those blades are essentially airfoils. They're just like an airplane wing. Their job is to catch the energy out of the wind, turn the rotor. The rotor in turn turns a shaft, hits the gearbox, and turns a generator. And the generator generates our electricity.
Kahiava Wind Power understands the abundant resource and the benefits to the Maui community. Throughout the state, each island has wind power potential. The U.S. Department of Energy classifies our state as a good to excellent wind power resource. Because Hawaii has such amazing winds, it makes wind energy a great option for our energy future. Like other renewables, it won't be the silver bullet that gets us off oil, but it will be a part of the energy picture.
They're also what we call very available, meaning that when the wind's blowing, they're available about 97% of the time. So that allows you basically to get the most use out of the wind resource and the site and generate the lowest cost energy.
As the first wind project on the island of Maui, Kahiava Wind Power understands the importance of living with the land and not just on it.
What you see here is part of our native replanting program. These are seedlings, a'ali'i, native plants that were, the seeds for these were collected actually up at the higher elevations by a community group. They were taken to a nursery and grown, and then they were brought back into the site. And our plan is to eventually replant all of the disturbed areas with native plants. When we started this project, we determined that we would take the high road, if you will. It was our goal to create a model project, one that would be a project that we could look to in Hawaii for additional projects. We tried to do everything right on this project, everything from using the local contractors to replanting native plants to taking care of the birds.
Realizing the benefits of wind power to a community is essential as we move to a more sustainable Hawaii.
Projects like this need a great deal of community support. We've been fortunate here on Maui to have that support. We need projects like this to become less dependent on foreign sources of oil. Hopefully this technology, this kind of a product, inspires our younger generations to continue into engineering fields so that we can get even better sources of renewable energy in the future.
What should we expect from places of learning? Should they inspire us, or does it really matter? Throughout the world, green construction is booming. Buildings are more efficient, use less energy, and are built in a responsible manner. Students at Case Middle School on the Punahou campus belong to a generation that will be greatly affected by climate change. Luckily, they attend one of the greenest schools in the country and are surrounded every day by the future of building design.
At first I was like, cool, that's a cool roof. But after a while they told us like it was for making energy for the buildings since they're off the grid. And then when I first heard that, I was like, nah, no building can be off the grid that's big.
On the roof, the panels create renewable energy from the sun. Building such an innovative school fosters another renewable resource, learning.
Not just by learning from the books and the teachers, but having them teach you all about the place that you live in.
To cool the buildings, there is an on-site ice plant. During the night, energy use for the whole island goes way down, and that's when the ice is made. Making ice uses a lot of energy, but because it's done at night, Hawaiian Electric offers a lower rate. During the day, blowers send cool air off the ice throughout the facility. This smart method of air conditioning saves Punahou about 40% off its energy bill.
In dollars, it translates to about a $58,000 to $60,000 savings on an annual basis. So, you know, there is incentive here. When people tell you that these systems don't pay for themselves or it's too much as an upfront cost, if you get involved with it, you get familiar with the technology, you'll find that no, it does pay for itself, and there are benefits, especially when you look at the life cycle of the buildings.
The best use of energy is not to use it. By using recycled products, the school saves energy and keeps garbage from the landfill. The buildings are smart by design, and that's what a place of learning should be.
Since there's tons of people that put so much effort into making these buildings so environmentally friendly, that it kind of got me thinking, what could I do?
Saving energy, recycling, and sustaining Hawaii's delicate environment is not just taught here, it's lived. Building green office buildings, schools, and homes honor the beautiful place we live in.
We owe a lot to the land, what we're able to do, and I think we need to be aware of that.
Well, I really hope that somehow we can change, whether it be just a little bit or a lot, just to make our islands more green and stuff and set an example for other states and other countries.
Whatever I do, I'm going to bring the lessons that I've learned here about environmental awareness with me and teach as many people as I can.
These buildings have everything other classrooms have. They just run smarter. The technologies of building green don't cost more, they actually cost less, saving money by being more efficient. If everyone in Hawaii made even a small effort to reduce the energy consumption, we can become a force of positive change. Hawaii uses the most energy between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. when we all arrive home from work. One home powering up is not a lot, but hundreds of thousands puts a strain on our electricity grid and emits tons of carbon dioxide. Now, no one wants to go without power or electricity, and the good news is you don't have to.